Hello, welcome my to channel reading book 1984 and coffee. Let's go. Chapter 6. Chapter End. The chestnut tree was almost empty. A ray of sunlight slanting through a window full on dusty tabletop. It was the 1 hour of 50. A tiny music trickled from the telescope. Winston sat in his usual corner, gazing into an empty glass. Now again he glanced up, and the west face which eyed him from the opposite wall. Big brother wishing you, the caption said, unbidden waiter came and filled his glass of his victory again, shaking into the few drops from another bottle with a coil through the crack. It was a charming flower which glows the specialty of the coffee. Winston was listening to the telescope. At present, only music was coming out of the but there was a possibility that at any moment there might be a special bone from the mystery of peace. The news from the African front was disquieting in the extreme, and of he had been worried about all the Russia army of Oceania was at war. Russia Oceania had always been at war with Russia was moving southward at terrifying speed. The mighty ball but had not ammunition, and the final area by was problem that already the most of the was a Butterfly, Basil, and Lopeville were in the danger and did not have to look at a map to see what it meant. It was not merely a question of losing Central Africa for the first time in the whole war. The territory of Oceania itself was mankind. A volume mentioned not far exactly, but a sort of undifferentiated excitement fell up in him, then fled again. He stupid thing about war in these days, the corner of his mind on any subject for more than a few minutes. At the time, he packed up his glanger, throwing it at the globe. As always, the game made him sure and even rich. Sadly, the stuff was horrible. The glow ones, saturating themselves disgusting enough in their skilly way, could not discuss the flat only smell, and what was worst of all was that the smell of game which, though with him now and then, was exactly mixed up in his mind with the smell of those. I never named them, even it is so, and so far as it was possible, it never was laser them. They were something there. He was half aware of hovering close to his face, a smile that clung to his nostril. As the gain rose him in blushed through purple lips, he bade grown veteran science. They realized him, and the Regina soul colored net. More than Regina, his feature had thickened to see on nose that bounce was curly red, even held a scalp was the deep pink. Whether gained nobler through the chessboard and the courage of the mystic page tram now at the chess problem, then seeing the wisdom glass was empty. He brought the game matter and flied it. There was no need to give orders, and now his habit, the chessboard was always waiting for him. His corner table was always reserved, even when that place was full. He had it to himself. Since nobody cared to be seen sitting too close to him, he never even bothered to count his drawing. At regular intervals, I present him with a dirty slip of paper which they say was the bird but he had the impression that they was undercharged him. It would have made no difference if it had been the other way about. He had always plenty of money nowadays. He even had a job, a more slight higher than his old job had been. The music from the telescope stopped and the voice took over. Stone raised his head to listen. No, but time from the front, however, was merely a bribe. A nice summer from the mystery for a plenty in the preceding quarter. A parade and dance trip year plan quarter for but list had been overfulfilled by 90-80%. He examined the chess round and set out the pieces. It was strictly involving a couple of knights. Why the player managed to move Winston look up about the portrait of Big Brother while was mad. He saw with a sort of coolly master grip. Always without exception, it is so ranged in no chess problem since the beginning of the world has Black ever won. They did not symbolize the eternal neve and triumph of good era. Well, the huge face gazed Black at him full of the climb power it always met. The voice from the telescreen paused and added, in the different and much graver tone, "You are warranted to stand for an important nice man 50-30-50-30. It is knows of the high important. Take care not to miss it 50-30 to take music strand up." Again, Winston heard the story how was the bulletin from the front, and it told me that it was a bad news that was coming all the way with little sprouts of excitement. The throw of the smashing defeat in Africa had been in the out of his mind. He seems actually to see the army soaring across the never broken funnel, trampling down into the tip of the Africa like a colony of ants. Why had it not been possible to outline them in some way? The outline of the West Africa house down vividly in his mind. He picked up the white knight and moved it across the border towards the purple spot. Even when he saw the black horror harassing Surwarden, he saw another force mysteriously assembled, suddenly planetary, cathedral, communication by the license. He felt that by volleying the brain, the Air Force into existence, but it was necessary to accurately, if it did, could get control of the whole Africa. If they had air flight and submarine based at the copy would cut Ostentia into its might mean any scientific breakdown, a division of the world, the destruction of the party. He drew a deeper and extraordinary medley of falling, but it was not a medley exactly, rather the successive layers of the falling which on the coldness the layer was undermost struggling inside it. A space pause had put the white cloud in the page, but no, for the moment he could not throw down the serious slumber of the chess problem. He saw wondered again, almost consciously he tried with his fingers the dust on the table. That's enough. Goodbye. Take care of yourself. Forgotten. Subscribe. Goodbye.